4th chapter, Shloka 38. Nahi gnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate tat swayam yoga samsiddhaha kalenatmani vindati. Nahi gnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate tat swayam yoga samsiddhaha कालेनात्मनि विन्दति न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रम् इह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति. Yes, you can follow me. न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशम्
Nahi jnanena sadrisham
पवित्रम् इह विद्यते
pavitram
इह विद्यते
तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः
तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः
कालेनात्मनि विन्दति
कालेनात्मनि विन्दति
न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशम्
Nahi jnanena
सदृशम्
sadrisham
पवित्रम् इह विद्यते
pavitram iha vidyate
तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः
तत्स्वयं
योगसंसिद्धः
कालेनात्मनि विन्दति
कालेनात्मनि
न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशम्
ज्ञानेन सदृशम्
पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति. Word to word meaning and translation by His Grace Shri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Na, nothing. He, certainly. Jnanena, with knowledge. Sadrisham, in comparison.
comparison
Pavitram, sanctified. Iha, in this world. Vidyate, exists. Tat, that. Swayam, himself. Yoga, in devotion. Samsiddhaha, he who is mature.
he who is mature
Kalena, in course of time. Atmani, in himself. Vindati, enjoys. Translation. In this world, there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism. And one who has become accomplished in the practice of devotional service enjoys this knowledge
enjoys the knowledge
within himself
within
within
himself
himself
in due course of time.
in due
due
course
course of time.
So here the Lord is continuing telling the glories further. So nahi gnanena sadrisha means there is no other knowledge. How? Pavitram. So no other knowledge which is more sublime and pure than this. So then this here is again transcendental knowledge. Now why is it so? Because it is untouched by the contamination of this world. When one attains this knowledge completely, then it gets revealed within the heart by the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So that's why it is untouched by contamination. Supreme Lord is untouched by this world, and so is this transcendental knowledge. Yoga samsiddhaha means this is the mature fruit of all mysticism. That is, this knowledge has enough power to remove all the impurities of your heart. Now, when someone acquires the transcendental knowledge, he acquires the peace within himself. Many times people think, take sannyas, so we'll get transcendental knowledge, we'll get mukti. You know, like even Arjuna had this conception in the beginning when he refuses to fight the war and expresses his desire to take sannyas and to go away into the jungle and practice, when Lord Krishna actually chastises him. So that is clarified here, ki sannyas is not everything. The ultimate, even after the sannyas, is to be in Krishna consciousness, to get this transcendental knowledge. So the word kalena is very important here, because once you practice, once you are in Krishna consciousness, you are doing the bhakti yoga or any other yoga, the ultimate stage is to achieve this knowledge and to take ultimate shelter of the Supreme Lord. So with time, when practicing the devotional service, or doing karma in detached mode, then the result will be purification of one's heart. So the transcendental knowledge is in terms of spiritual understanding, that is talking about something which is beyond the human reach. And what is beyond reach? That is the spiritual realm. Now it is the ignorance that causes bondage, but because of which we take birth again and again. And the knowledge is the cause of liberation. So when one comes to know that I am spirit soul, I am part and parcel, and what is my relationship with the Supreme Lord, so he naturally understands that he is supposed to do bhakti. He is supposed to serve Krishna. So the knowledge, the ripened fruit here is devotional service. Once there, he need not search for peace anywhere else, because that is revealed from within his heart. It comes naturally to him. So there is no need to search outside. There is a story about this. Once there was a king. He was very unhappy. So he saw a sadhu who was actually having nothing, no possessions, just simply sitting under a tree and no material possessions, who was happy. So he asks, why is it so? He goes to the sadhu and seeks his help. He says, you are happy, whereas I have everything and still I'm unhappy. And I don't know how to become happy or how to search for my happiness. So the sadhu says, okay, I will help you out. Let's go to your garden. So they both go to the palace There's a huge garden behind, and they both go into the garden. There are a lot of beautiful flowers, butterflies, birds chirping. The sadhu says, "Can you just go and catch a butterfly and come?" Now the king is like, "What? I asked him to help me seek happiness, and this man is playing games with me." But still, he resists. He said, "What is it you want me to do? I am asking for something else." Sadhu says, "No, just do as I say." So the king goes ahead. He keeps running, trying to chase the butterflies, trying to get hold of it, and after a while, he's tired and he sits down. Once he sat down, one butterfly just came and sat on his nose. Then the sadhu tells him, "Don't run. It will come on its own. Similarly, happiness is within you. You will be able to experience only when you get transcendental knowledge. So you don't have to run behind it from pillar to post." So how to get this? Only by practicing bhakti. And when you do it constantly, consistently, in due course of time, then it comes to you. And then nobody can be able to snatch it from you also. So this knowledge and peace then culminates in Krishna consciousness. So first, get the transcendental knowledge. Second, practice the devotional service, be in peace, and ultimately you have the realization.